2 weeks ago I uploaded a video setting out on a 30-day art challenge, and here is my halfway through check-in. If you are interested in seeing that original challenge video where I kind of talk about the details and what my thought process is at the beginning of this challenge, I will link it up there in the card and also down in the description. But anyways, let's get started with taking a look at my nice little stack of paintings right here. And there are 15 paintings to be exact, so it's a 30-day challenge, and halfway through I have my 15 paintings here. So if you already watched the original video, you would have seen my original painting. So this is kind of what I was basing everything off of. So kind of the composition and the character, I guess. So day 2, I went in and I kind of did a closer study of the actual photo that I was using as reference, and I did that with black and white gouache, and that was acrylic gouache. And then if you see some weird little notes on the backside of the paper, I was actually kind of jotting down a couple little lines of what I was thinking that day and kind of how I was feeling. So if you really want, you can stop and read through that, but I'm just going to keep skipping through, I guess. So this was a 30-minute quick sketch, and I really like this one, this sketch particularly. It's done with just a ballpoint pen, and I like it. So this, I was kind of playing around with the colors and making the shading very blocky, and then after that I did all of the line work with a brush pen. And then this was for the 4th of July, so I did kind of like an American, I don't know, flag colors, red, white, and blue type thing going on in that one. And now you can see me starting to get a little bit lazy, so I think I went somewhere, I don't even remember, but I think I took like a little weekend trip to visiting family or something like that. So I didn't have too much time, so I kind of just threw some color on the background and then did a quick pen sketch. And then I did the same thing here, but it's just a little bit more detailed than the previous one, but again, I was away. So I just did something very quick with pen. And then again, I slapped some colors on the background and did a messy sketch. And this one was something else. I was not feeling it that day. And I think I watched a video or something that was talking about growing pains. I don't remember the details exactly. I think I took some notes on the back of that page, but yeah, it doesn't matter if it looks ugly or if it doesn't. I still did it, and that's kind of what matters to me. And then here it starts, where I actually went on vacation for 5 days, and it was kind of like a mini road trip. So the first day I just did a very quick color pencil sketch, and I don't know, I just did it quickly, maybe half an hour, 20 minutes, and that was about it. I still really like the detail in it, and it's kind of messy, but also, as you can see, or you can start to see, that the faces are slowly starting to look a little bit more similar. So especially in this one, this is kind of like a base. What day was this? This was day 10, so a third of the way through, I'm kind of figuring out how to draw faces again. So if you look at this one, I really was not drawing faces very often at all at this point. So if you look kind of at the comparison, just the details, and I don't know, they just look different, the same but different in a way. So I'm just gonna flip that one back over, and then we move on. This one's probably the worst so far. I drew this one upside down, so maybe it looks a little bit better upside down, but again, I was on vacation, and I was in a car for probably about 4 hours a day at this point, so I did not feel like doing much. And then this was another very messy pen sketch, and then later on I just threw in some watercolors around to add a little bit more interest than just a sketch. And then this one is, again, you can see I'm kind of not getting lazy, but I don't have as much time. But again, it doesn't really matter how detailed or how crisp it is or whatever, as long as I'm kind of doing them. So this was just a quick sketch, and then I aligned it with Micron, and then added a very quick background with watercolor, and then the clouds in gouache. And then finally, this is when I came back from vacation and I had a little bit more time on my hands to actually think about it. I added actual like skin tones and did all the colors. And you can see that I'm still trying at least to stick with that color theme of her skin tones, and then kind of like a reddish and then a navy blue, or not a reddish, like a pinkish red for her hair, and then a navy blue for her top. And this is day 15. I was actually really sick yesterday, which is the day that I did this, so I kind of just slapped everything together. I actually originally did the sketch in pencil, and then when I added the watercolor on top, it smudged all the pencil, and then that kind of looked pretty bad, but then once I added the brush pen in, I think it kind of saved it in a way. So that was a quick look at at my first half of the draw the same thing every day for 30 days. So if I just like run through really quick, it's not exactly the same thing because I do different backgrounds, I do this and that a little bit differently, but the basic composition is still the same. And I did also just simply switch up the hands a bit. In some of them, a couple of them don't have hands at all, some of them are, you know, different hand positions that I really want to see, but also, like I mentioned, the faces, I think I'm starting to get a better handle on the faces, and also definitely the hands. If you see my last hand here compared to the first one, I don't know, I kind of just like it better than the first original one. But anyway, so that was a look at the halfway point of my draw the same thing every day for 30 days challenge. And if you're interested to see the final results, definitely stick around and subscribe for more. And I will see you later. Thanks so much for watching. Toodles!